All right, Harold. Can you go over the machine and tell us a little bit about it, how it works, what are the different functions, and how to make those functions operate to get a desired mix design?
Okay. So typical of the machine already being hooked up.
Right. These two hoses, one is
So you got water
going into your heat exchange.
right? You got your air.
Correct.
You got your return, the big slime.
This is going back to tank and it goes into the cooler.
Correct. And then you got power, which is your small line.
Got you.
And then you got your quick plug. This is for your electrical.
So you disconnect it from the machine and then you just bring it back along with the same hoses that go back into the power pack. So you essentially disconnect everything out of the power pack, roll it up, and that's it. You're good to go.
So then on the stator, so when you turn the machine on, you got a directional valve, and this splits the power between the main belt and the auger, and the front auger. So on the displacement, in theory, if you wanted to richen up your mix design or take away your mix design, it would be from here. This would slow down the main belt.
I understand. Meaning less aggregate.
Yes.
But this is a constant. The cement is always a constant.
Correct.
So if you want to slow down the belt, there's a couple of alternatives. Number one, that one. You also have the gate, right?
Correct.
So if you lower the gate, you have less quantity of material, coarse and fine aggregate, going through it. And this being a constant, then you actually accomplish a higher PSI design.
Correct. And that's the reason for the ruler here. The farther you lift up the gate, the more.
Got you. So, all right, cool.
And then on the downside, this speeds up or slows down mechanically the auger.
Got you.
So
You mean this one right here?
correct.
This one
Black.
speeds up or it slows down this
Seatbelt.
mixer right here. Got you. All right.
Just keep in mind though, you slow down one, it speeds the other one up. So if you slow down one, you need to slow down the belt too.
Got
If you
you.
speed up one, you need to speed up the belt too. They affect each other because of the split off.
Of course.
So then you got main belt.
This is the main
Neutral.
belt. This is the belt that goes in here, right? That carries the whole
And
thing.
then you have mixer.
This is for
An
your.
auger. You got forward, neutral, and reverse.
Got you.
Then you got your lift. This is to lift the auger up and down.
On the main cylinder. Correct. Mhm.
So I'm going to turn on the machine on, but I'm going to turn the electrics on, and I'm going to show you how the water works. So as you go, you got your main mixer here. The water runs through the cooler, into the system, through the gauge, and that tells you site-wise what I have going in. So if I screw it down, it'll go down. You got 5 gallons, you got 4 gallons, you got 3 gallons, you got 2, you got 1. You can speed all the way back up to 6. Right? The same
Gallons per minute.
gallons per minute. Same with the admixtures. I want more, the ball goes up. I want less admix, the ball goes down. More.
Very simple.
Yep. And then as you can see, if I open them up, you can see the direct result. The water come in for admixtures.
Of course, and the same for water.
Correct.
Excellent. I see how you shut down everything and it's starting to eventually stop on the 3 of them. Got you. How about air? Air is always a constant.
Right. When I close the valve, the air goes away. When I open up the air, the air is going to run on a valve, and every time this machine moves, it pulses.
Got you.
And I can demonstrate. I can start it up and let it roll real quick. And
Sure, go ahead.
so you got a oiler on the first, and then you got a dryer on the second.
Right.
You got simple gauge. We leave a quick fitting so you can chip out with a little shimmy gun and a little piece of hose. You can chip it out whatever you have in the auger.
Nice addition there.
Bottom,
Got it.
you do have a spray nozzle, a washdown nozzle. The water can be on or off. You can use a washdown. If you had the water off, the water still works. It still works.
Excellent.
Still wash
So
down.
you don't need to be running your admixes or even your water inside of the mixer. Excellent. All right. So we added different solenoid valves to this to remove the need of a manual lever, making this a little more user-friendly, no?
Correct. So you can get away from the machine and run the box. Get all your parameters set, and you can come away, turn it on, work the machine, move the belt, and then you can turn it on and off at will. And then wherever you turn it off, you turn it back on, it resumes its same spot. You don't lose any functions or any settings per se.
Excellent. So how do you load up the cement? And so we have our silo outside. So this is the vent hole on the top, and here is the silo, and then essentially that tube goes inside of that one.
Correct.
And that one, it gets operated with a simple single phase 208 type of thing, 220, and it changes into a 3-phase. Can we go a little bit over that?
Correct.
Yes.
So with single phase coming in, it goes into a converter box here that runs into a 3-phase converter.
Right.
That 3-phase energizes the main box, which operates
the main motor, which essentially moves the main auger, extracting the material off of the silo up on this main auger, bringing it into the chute.
So when the pig comes in to fill you up, to connect and blow in. As it's blowing in, it creates a positive pressure. The positive pressure now pushes on the top to the back house. And there's 18 socks in here that get energized with the positive pressure from the pig that's offloading, because they're offloading with air. This traps the dust, so you have no dust when you're pumping out. It's in a collector, and then at the end of the day, it's a trap door you hit.
On the bottom, there's a trap door.
Correct.
So back here, down here, oh, I see it. There's a trap door, and that way you get rid of whatever excess cement you might have.
Correct. And then you just scoop that up, and then you either keep it and pump it in next time, or just throw it away. Second thing.
Excellent, excellent.
Usually
Cool.
you're about 3 or 4 shovelfuls.
Gotcha.
For one pump.
Excellent.
You have a gate here that you...
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this glass, plexiglass.
So when you're not using it, you would close the gate, you'd screw it shut, close the gate. You've got a little sight indicator so you can visually see it. And then you pump out whatever in the auger. That way there's nothing hard when you get going for tomorrow, next day, next week. You unscrew it, let the fresh cement in, and then pump it out.
Nice. Excellent.
Close and always pump it empty.
Cool.
So there's nothing left in there.
Yeah. 10-4. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Here's the solenoid valves. They are controlled from the same remote that controls the flow of oil coming into the hand valves. So once you activate the hand valves, you leave them on, and then you essentially control the flow of oil through the remote control. But that remote control also controls the solenoids in this. So when you activate one, you activate everything. Right now we're loading the admix tanks, as you can see, just to test everything, to give you an accurate representation of what you'll be doing. Also, the auger, I'll show you the auger in a minute. The auger and the cylinder are disconnected right now, but it's just a matter of putting it together, and it works. So we already tested it. Here's your auger. As I say, it's been tested, it's been redone inside and out. We painted it just to make it look good too. We tested the hydraulic motor. We replaced the hydraulic hoses to make sure that there's no leaks or anything that will make a mess. And here you see we painted the whole unit. We still have to do stickers and stuff, a little bit of work on that, but everything else is completed 100%. The gate is here. The auger for the cement is done. All the bearings on this have been replaced. It's got a brand new cylinder, hydraulic cylinder, brand new valves, flow valves, brand new hand valves, hydraulic valves. All of that has been replaced, and she is ready to go. The concrete container, it has a plexiglass on the outside to be able to show you the level of cement you got inside of it. What you see here that he's doing, he's connecting the heat exchanger for the hydraulic oil to fresh water. Essentially, this is what lowers the temperature on the actual machine. It's called a heat exchange. It's an old technology, but it works really, really well. Let me show you quickly here all the hand valves and all the flow controls. This controls the amount of water. It's got this knob with this numerical lever that shows you exactly how much gallons per minute you're pouring in there.
From the top of this gauge.
So here you have your lubricator and your air dryer. So it keeps the lines lubricated, and also if there's any excess, it dries them up with this. So it is all brand new too. All your fittings, all your hoses, the collector, it's right here. This is what returns all oil back to tank, and then your cooler, as I discussed earlier. All your vibrators are working properly. They are pneumatically operated. You got your cement counter right here to be able to control your mix design. Now we'll go over a little bit about the power pack. So the power pack came originally with this remote, but we added a function. We added the extra plug here, So we added this extra plug to control the solenoid valves for water, admix, and air. So as you activate this remote, it sends the signal to everything at the same time. Remember, when you activate that solenoid, this flow control valve will stop sending oil to the machine. Well, once it stops sending oil to the machine, it will also stop, it will also close all the solenoid valves for water, air, and admixes. It's a very clean design, the way we made it. You have here your hydraulic cooler, you have your engine cooler, and it's a very nice, very nice power pack. This has been redesigned for our specific needs. So here we'll see the guards and the belt. These are brand new. You see that? All of that is been replaced. It comes new from Cementech. You see that? So the whole piece has been reassembled and pieced back together the way it's supposed to go. All the bearings have been greased. The whole machine is operating the way it was like when new. Here's more on the belt. These are the water sprayers that will come directly from, these are the admix tanks. This is the water sprayer. These are gravity fed. So one comes into one of the solenoid valves. The second one also comes to one of the solenoid valves. Both of those come out and then go through here and then out into the mix. And then that mix goes into your auger, which I will operate it in a second. All right, so once you operate this, what happens?
The main belt's gonna turn on, the auger's gonna turn on, all the water's gonna turn on, the vibrator's gonna turn on, and the admixtures will turn on.
All right, go ahead. Nice.